Video location at home. Video title, religion is a bunch of rules. One of the most common responses I've had when I've told people that I'm a Christian is, oh, so that means that you can't ... I want to introduce you to the line. All right, it's a shoelace. But for today, and today only, this shoelace represents all to which are right and are wrong. Do you remember at school when they used to say, you have crossed the line? Where's the line? Well, here is the line. Now, depending on what you're talking about, depends where the line is. For example, how much money you spend on a watch, a pair of shoes, or a car. The line is relative. The time spent working on something, a project for work, or for school, my line for school is down here. Or the amount of exercise that you decide to do within a week. The line and where you decide the line goes is completely relative and up to you. It's your life. And most of that is good. It's fine. Do as you want to do. It's your life. We always hear people say, live and let live. But we don't always believe that to be the case for all things, do we? Ooh, let me explain. Every line that we set cannot be set individually because other people would come in, they'd try and tell us where to move that line. That's why we have governments that run our country. And for the important issues, they tell us where the line should be. Stealing, you've crossed the line, arrested. Murder, across the line, you go to prison. Why? Because the world would be absolutely havoc without a standard of behaviour. My line isn't where Maureen's line is. She's a right maverick. So if we were to work together on living, there would have to be a standard that was put in place. There has to be an authority that sets the line, right? But then we've got a sense of right and wrong without the government. Do I need the government to tell me that it's wrong to, I don't know, knock on Maureen's door and needlessly start offending her? She closes the door and tells me to go back to bed. There's this inherent instinct in me that knows it's wrong. I know where the line is and I know that I've crossed the line. I also know good when I see it. I know that helping the homeless is good. The government didn't tell me that, I just know that. There's something inside of me that feels good when I do good things. As a Christian, I believe that God provides the authority that we long for and quite frankly, that we need. He sets the line on the most important issues. We know that without authority, or if we set ourselves as authority, we become feelings dependent and inconsistent. And as we mentioned earlier with the government, it's not always a good thing to live the way that we want to live. We all have feelings that we shouldn't follow. Some days I don't want to go to work. His law is consistent, steadfast, and never changing regardless of the circumstance or its setting. We do change. Our feelings change. Our circumstances change. But we're promised that God remains the same yesterday, today, and forever. We may not understand why there are certain rules. We might not like certain rules, but we trust, as Paul writes in Romans, that he works all things for our good. And we're also created in his image. And so we inherently know the difference between what's good and what's bad because we were programmed by the one that created us in the first place. Thanks, guys. Come on, Maureen.